Okay, well, this is the start point for tour number 1. As you come along the A66 from Penrith, it's the first service station that you'll come to. Or I suppose you could stop a little bit further back at the Little Chef, but we're turning left on the A592 down towards Ullswater. We're going to be going down by the side of Ullswater, up Kirkston Pass. There we have it. This is where we come down to Ullswater. Having turned left just after the service station on the A66 and heading down on the 592, we've now come to the edge of Ullswater. Well, as we continue down, we're going to be going over Kirkston Pass, down the Struggle into Ambleside, up towards Keswick, down through Borrowdale to Buttermere, and eventually ending at Braithwaite. Taking in some fantastic scenery in the area. Strange tale goes along with Ullswater. I don't know if they're ever going to do it, but there was talk of taking the water from Ullswater and pumping it to Manchester, because they're having difficulty, of course, keeping with the water. The trouble with that is you also have Ullswater steamers, but if they were to do that, then Ullswater steamers would go out of business, because the depth of the lake would go down so much that the steamers wouldn't be able to operate. Hasn't happened yet, has been talked about for years, mind. Just look at that. It's just glorious. A glorious landscape that just simply takes your breath away. Where better could you be on a day like today? Get yourself on this tour and experience these wonderful views in majestic scenery in a gorgeous part of the country. You won't be disappointed. It's just fabulous around here, you know. Absolutely fabulous. The reason for doing this first tour, you're going to be seeing some amazing views and sights and places. It'd be crazy not to come along this one and find out what it's all about. So, there we have Ullswater. An absolutely gorgeous expanse of water within 10 minutes of the M6. You just wouldn't know unless you turned left and came on the tour. Just down by the side of it. The little waves lapping in water that can only be described as bloody freezing. But there we are. Ullswater. How good is that? So we'll continue our quest. Off into the wild blue yonder. Now coming into the little village of Glenriddin. Now there's a lot of people that come here because not too far up there you find Helvellyn. But Glenriddin itself's got a lovely ambience about it. Right in the centre of Ullswater there's some nice tea rooms, gift shops, some guest houses to stay in where you could base yourself if you wish. I remember as a young boy actually buying a tea towel from a shop in Glenriddin from my grandmother. Off to the left we've got Ullswater steamers. That's where you can get yourself on. and go for a nice boat ride up Ullswater towards Peatley Bridge. On the left there you've got a nice tea room, and if you fancy going on a little boat, that's where you can hire them and experience Ullswater for yourself. A self-guided motorboat tour of Ullswater. This is where, as a young police cadet, we based ourselves. Just up that road there to the right. And from there we walked all the way up to Helvellyn. I've never forgotten it. Striding Edge, by God. It was Striding Edge, alright. And the time that we went, it was covered in snow. And I don't know if you can see it, but that is the route to Helvellyn. In fact, there are people going up the little track up there now. And on the top, there's snow. Snow. That's how dedicated I am to show you this tour. There's snow on the top of the mountains.